For KZ Gaming, it's Solar. And in the top left for Psystorm, it's Gumiho. Alright. You guys ready for a good old TVZ? Haven't seen one today. On this stream at least. Opening up with the gas first, and that's gonna mean that this Reaper will be coming out a tiny bit later. A tiny bit earlier, obviously. Solar sending his overlords to scout for potential proxies, which Gumiho has shown in the last series he's not a stranger to. Solar should be favored in this matchup. Gonna call it how it is. But maybe Gumiho can cause a little bit of an upset. Maybe we're gonna see mech from Gumiho. We haven't seen it in a while. He's been known for his mech in the past. So every time we see a Gumiho ZVT now, we hear the caster saying maybe it's going to be mech, but haven't seen it in a while. Would love to see it again though. Bit of a blast from the past. Solar's overlord have not found any proxies, and that is due to the fact that there are none. We see the first Reaper of Gumiho heading out. Takes the third base. And just once again, that drone made sure that there's nothing over here. Solar should be pretty happy with what he... I was gonna say with what he has seen, but with what he has not seen really. So this way he can just go for his standard play. He sends Zerglings all over the place. He just doesn't trust Gumiho to play standard. But that's exactly what Gumiho is doing. Gumiho himself kept his Reaper at home to make sure that there aren't any roguelings trying to get something done on the other side of the map. Well, now this Reaper just going to head in here, see everything standard. Obviously sees the timing of this third base by how far it has progressed. Two Hellions trying to get in, but Queens are in position. Oh, but we see something cheeky. It is the fusion core. And that is going to mean we're seeing battle cruisers out of Gumiho on map 1. Solar is building at least one spore crawler. He cancelled the one in the natural because he doesn't know exactly what's going on. He's going to want those spore crawlers in a bit when this battle cruiser comes out. Solar has no idea. He did fly in, he did see the setup, did not see an add-on on the starport. That is obviously because Gumiho did go for the Viking first, which killed the Overlord. Trying to go for the Resment here, but the Lynx are on top of it. Splitting Spore Crawlers again now. One in the natural. None in the third just yet. Maybe he's just happy with the amount of queens that he has available at his third base. But these queens are going to have to make the defense happen here. First battlecruiser is about to pop out. and is maybe going to teleport onto these Hellions here. Oh, nope, going into the third base. There is now a Spore Crawler, so not finding the damage it's looking for just yet. Hellions trying to make their way into the base as well, but Queen so far in a decent position. And this Overlord is more, this Battlecruiser is just more or less just stuck between bases. It's going to find Overlords now, which is at least some damage. Yeah, this is the third Overlord now that it's getting, and it's going to supply block Solar. Might even get another one, but now it looks like the Queens are in position to drive this off. Hellions still a threat, but now the Lynx are getting on top of it. And we actually do see mech out of Gumiho. I love it. This battlecruiser is still pesky, but it's pretty low, so... Oh, it's going for the Queen kill. Oh no, it doesn't. Oh, it lives on 4. Wait, how much? No, 10 HP. Yeah, now getting home to be repaired up. Yamato Cannon is researching, and it is indeed mech. Gumiho's gonna have to put some add-ons on here. Yep, 2 tech labs coming down. Another battlecruiser trying to be pesky. But obviously plenty of queens. This one does have the warp jump available, so can get out anytime, and it does. There's plenty of corruptors now as an answer to the battlecruisers, but not that much on the ground just yet. Solar at this point, yeah, now he gets the confirmation that it is indeed mech. Contaminate on this battlecruiser that was literally 99% done. Now these corruptors trying to see what they can get done. There are missile turrets in place, so but maybe they can get on top of this battlecruiser. Battlecruiser gets away, but now, oh yeah, they can be very pesky. There's Yamato Cannon done, so I think, yeah, Gumiho going for the Yamato on these corruptors. Not before he loses one of his factories, though. Now he has to commit these battlecruisers to deal with the corruptors. One of them goes down, so a few corruptors go down, 7 in total. And they get a battlecruiser and a factory, which means the production for Gumiho is very limited right now. He's working off of 2 factories, one with a tech lab, one within reactor, and 1 starport that is continuously pumping out battlecruisers. Solar has stopped droning at 74 and is now only producing army. It's going to be a Ling, Baneling, Roach Ravager army trying to deal with that mag. There are still 7 corruptors left. 7 corruptors, I'm not sure if that is enough to deal with the battlecruisers that are still in the sky. But Solar wants to go for it now. Tanks sieging up, Hellions morphing into Hellbats. Just going for it now, but a lot of the ground army gets shelled away by the tanks. Battlecruisers in the air. Contested by these corruptors, but now they are on top of a missile turret. Battlecruisers still going strong, only 4 corruptors left, so these battlecruisers will eventually be able to clean this up. But Gumiho's mech army has been completely reset at this point. It's losing SCVs. Hasn't taken a 4th base yet. There's a 4th base building, so as long as Gumiho can sit here and rebuild his army, he has more production again, so And Solar's drone count isn't out of control. He's sitting at 77. That attack was quite committed, and it was more cost effective for the Terran. Let's see how round 2 goes. We're gonna have a few more Corruptors in the mix now. Still continuously building battlecruisers. He's up to 3 battlecruisers. Okay, so he lost 1 in that last fight. Yamato's coming down on the Corruptors. Second wave of Zerg coming in, crashing into this third base. Battlecruisers still standing strong, but there are just not enough ground forces this time around. Or are there? These battlecruisers, one more coming out. Battlecruisers holding their ground, holding their position, standing strong. Once again, the mech army getting back to 0 though. Battlecruisers are really only the only thing, the only saving grace here for Gumiho right now. And it looks like now with the reinforcing Corruptors, 2 of the battlecruisers have gone down. And with the mass repair, these 2 remaining battlecruisers will take care of the Corruptors. But this was expensive for both sides, but Solar has the map control, but he doesn't have the greatest economy of all time. So if this 4th base goes up for Gumiho, and he can establish it without losing his army over and over again, Gumiho has stopped the battlecruiser production. He sees that there's a lot committed into these Corruptors from Gumiho, so he's actually gone into Cyclones. 4th base attempt from Gumiho is going to be cleaned up, or he has to be careful to not lose this command center. And it looks like he pretty much will. He has to move out with his main army now, but this 4th base is very, very low on HP. These Corruptors are going to finish it off. All these tanks on siege. This is very dangerous for Gumiho. The battlecruisers are in the background, this time unprotected by anything really. No missile turrets underneath, no Cyclones to support, and it looks like with the 3rd wave, Solar is able to overwhelm Gumiho here. I'm just intrigued whether... Oh, wait, let me set the score correct. Yep, there we go. I'm just intrigued to see if Gumiho says, okay, that really didn't work out last game. Mech is still not the play. I'm just going back to bio. Or maybe he wants to experiment a little more. Maybe he feels like he can get more done with the battlecruisers or something. Goes for the command center first. Keeping it fresh. I like it. Everything is standard on Solar side of the map. This time, he doesn't extensively scout for proxies with his Overlord. He just keeps one Overlord at home to make sure that anything that would come into his natural would be spotted. But that also means this Overlord is going to be across the map quicker than last game, and it's going to see that there's a command center first. The question is, does Solar have anything up his sleeve to punish that? His opening is very standard, so he doesn't... it's not like he's gone for an aggressive build and is going to find exactly what he has been looking for. Sees the command center almost finished up now, so he knows that he's up against a command center first. Just going to take his 3rd base here. And maybe he takes this as a sign of, hey, my Terran opponent has gone for a very greedy opening. There's not going to be any aggression coming out of him anytime soon. So maybe Solar is just going to be greedy behind this as well. This Overlord is going all the way around to eventually spot what's going on in the main base. And man, Gumiho is going full greed. He just slaps down the third command center before his factory is even done. It's going to go into Hellion production here. So he's going to get the tiniest bit of map control with these Hellions. This Overlord can head into the main base anytime now and figure out what's going on. But it's not moving just yet. Reaper gets into the main base. Sees everything that there is to see. Loses its life for it. This Overlord, when is it going to get the scout? See a little bit of a fake out here from Gumiho. Is going to research, start the cloak research, but is going to go for a Viking. This Overlord comes in here now, sees the cloak research, but will go down to this Viking eventually. It's going to spot the third CC though. All four Hellions trying to get into the main base. There are some links, and it's enough links to make sure that these Hellions don't deal any damage. Drones even being pulled, and they killed 6 drones, so it's not nothing. Overlord does go down, and behind this Gumiho just said, hey, my opponent got the full scout, but maybe my opponent thinks that I'm just faking him out, so I'm just continue the research and go for Banshees. Oh, but now plenty of links into this main base. The Hellions are out of position, so Link's going to find damage here into the natural of Gumiho. Gonna have to pull all the way, and now he has to reveal the Banshee. And it's going to be mech once again, by the way, but these links just about done now. He gets the confirmation on the double armory right away. That's a very good scout. Not only was this damage being done from Solar, he gets the immediate scout on what's happening. And his response is drop Overlords and units. He's going to try to crush this mech army before it even gets going. Queen's loading up. Hellion's still being a bit pesky here. But Solar is going to bring the aggression. There's one tank out right now, and I believe where did the Banshee go? Okay, the Banshee is halfway across the map. Sees the speed Overlord now. There's not going to be an Overseer, so oh no, now there's an Overseer. These queens are unloading, so Banshee going to get targeted for the time being. The tank is sieged, and now the links are coming in from behind onto the tank. Banshee's still alive, but queens are hot on the chase. Yeah, and Gumiho just taps out. Knows that this is not going to work out. Jagannatha is a bigger map compared to the other 2 maps that we've seen so far. The rush distance is longer in distance, but pretty much the same to other maps in time because of these booster fields at the middle of the map that make it so that unit pass through them quicker. See, another command center first for Gumiho. Let's see if he wants to play it out the same way that he did last time. This time, Solar won't be able to figure this out quite so quick because the map is longer, so these overloads are going to take a bit longer to get into position to be able to scout this. Gumiho going for the Reaper. And this time we see the early aggression out of Solar. Goes for the Roach Warren. And this, I'm intrigued to see how this plays out. Gumiho is getting his factory now. But this aggression is going to hit swift and it's going to hit hard. Solar doesn't even commit the scout. At all costs wants to retain this overlord, doesn't want it to get sniped by marines or anything that could be on the map already. 6 roaches in production, very early on. Oh, the factory for Gumiho is not even done, and he's going for the 3rd command center once again. And this smells like disaster for Gumiho. It's going to have 2 Hellions and a Reaper to deal with the roaches. He doesn't even know that there are roaches coming. First 2 roaches heading across the map. Going to morph into Ravagers now. Still out of vision of Gumiho. Gumiho has no idea. He is completely blind. This is the first time he sees these roaches. And I wouldn't even be surprised to see him tap out. But he's trying to make the defense here. Obviously, it's the potentially last map here. And now the Ravagers and Roaches are going to get on top of the wall here. Hellions are out. And doing kind of a good job dealing with the Roaches so far, getting them low. But they just morph into Ravagers. And it's only going to be a matter of time for Solar to break into the main base here. There's a Viking now that is going to take care of this overload and then maybe land and contribute to the defense. But the Roaches and Ravagers are just in the base here. SCV is pulled off the line. There's now a Marauder and the Corrosive Piles are missing. But Gumiho taps out. It's just too much damage. And Solar with the anticipation, just blind countering the 3 command center opening of Gumiho. Taken the serious 3-0, the 3rd one of the day.